And as flat earthers, I think that's the best we could do, is go out and show our face and say, look, we're still here. We're here. A lot of people think it's a belief system and that we believe in something kind of like a book or a religion or something that's a group or something of that sort. In fact, this is really uh, a belief is more like a religion. And if you have the fortunate attempts to do any science experiments where you can actually look at things and do the mathematics behind it, it helps a great deal because we're not imagining stuff. There's stuff wrong with the heliocentric model. We are all recovering heliocentrists. And that's what people don't realize when they laugh. They love to laugh. And I'm on a video, Jubilee video, Flat Earthers versus Scientists, and there's 16 million views, and damned if they're not laughing. So I'm pretty proud to get out that first batch of laughter and let people get sort of their little burst of ha-ha-ha's in, because that's so important to them, as it was to us. So it's to be expected. I'm really kind of tired of the way we treat each other and how we treat newbies and how I was treated, and the lack of unity and lack of ability that we've had to be a group and to offer any help emotionally, spiritually, or politically in society has been a disaster. Because of that disaster, I put together a Discord server called Flat Earth Anonymous. It's connected to a separate Flat Earth, Flat Anon, and also Flat Club for the people that just want to fight. The Flat Earth Anonymous is starting to seem like a absolute reality to me. It has taken up too much of my time. It is difficult. I can see a time in the future where there be mandatory meetings where you have to go to Flat Earth Anonymous. But at least it's a safe place to talk about what we observe, and a way to be, I hate to say it, but to be considered sane amongst our peers. Because let's face it, we are 99% stupid. We go against the grain, that makes us stupid. We don't make noise like sheep, and that makes us out of the flock. We're not sheep, we're not following. What I've realized is that if I'm following sheep, there is only one thing I need to know in life, and that's sheep's ass. That's it. That's all I'll ever need to know, is the ass in front of me. Well, a lot of us, most of the truthers and flat earthers I know, we didn't have a normal childhood. We didn't follow the ass of our brothers and sisters, and we didn't have our nose up the ass of our parents. Whether it be good, bad, or indifferent, we found ourselves outside of the herd. In the case of, let's say, migration, or let's say you broke a leg, or you got sick, you staying back in school, you lose a year. If we were with the migrating sheep, we'd find that we were left behind. And as a flat earther, I found that I could forage for myself. It didn't freeze. I wasn't in danger where I was. And sure enough, I began to live and thrive as best as I could, even though I was a social creature and I couldn't procreate. There was no other sheep. I got along with the bugs and the bunnies and the other shit. And sure enough, another season came by, and here comes my flock. Here comes my people. And this is the story of Flat Earth, because it's nice to see people, family and such. But here's how the story goes. You go, hey, how you been? They go, oh, man, I've been great. I've been great. Oh, so glad to see you. It's like, yeah. So you're coming to whatever, some shit-ass event or someone's house that's stupid, or some political rally. And they go, well, you're coming with us, right? Well, the sheep would be like, so, hey, you're migrating this year, right? You're going to come with us. You go, yeah, man, I couldn't keep up last time. And, I'm glad you guys came back. But it is nice here. Sure, you guys don't want to stay here? And they're like, no, man, we do. We migrate, And you're like, all right, I get it, man. You're cool. Okay, so are you going now? Because I just want to show you guys this bridge back here. And they're like, "Oh, who are you to show us shit?" And I go, "Well, I've been living here. I've been living here. It's kind of nice, and you don't have to cross the river the way you usually do because you do lose like 8% of your population to drowning. So come over here. I want to show you this bridge." And they're like, "You think you're fucking in charge now?" And it's like, "Well, no, I didn't say I was in charge. I just said I knew a better way, or let's just say an alternative way that will lower your risk or change your risk." I'm just saying, look, I live here. You don't need to drown. You can take your risks elsewhere. So they come over, they're nice to you, they remember you, and they say shit like, "Oh yeah, that bridge don't look very good." And you're like, "Well, dude, it's fine. I mean, we use it all the time. Now we're not sure that bridge is strong enough." And they start with the bullshit, a lot of excuses and reasons why they're not going to use your bridge. Really, they're just pissed because they see it as your bridge. And eventually, when the fighting's over, they lean over to you and they go, "You know what? We're going to do what we do. And you're welcome to join us or not." And this is the sad, sad saga of the flat earthers, whether they want to watch TV or not, whether they feel like going to that movie event so they can sit and talk about garbage, the stuff that we're fed, and the illusion of choice. We're really fed the political illusion of choice. As they strip everything down today, they'll return choices. It'll look like things like elections. It'll even look like reform. But it's still an illusion of choice because psychologically they're so far ahead of us, so far ahead of the game. This is why I lose in chess, because I forget that they know how to play the game. I'm playing the board every time and they're playing the game. They know the board and they know the options. I don't. I hate to use the word they, it exists. If the pandemic bullshit hasn't proven the word conspiracy to people by now, I don't know what's wrong with them. I do know I can't communicate with them. And for those poor souls that are connected to flat earthers that would like to work it out some way, I introduce Flat Anon. Flat Anon is for the families, friends, co-workers, and the people that are affected by us being flat earthers. It is bad enough that we've sort of sidetracked a lot of our lives and taken on a new hobby of caring for the way the world works, but it has been detrimental to many relationships. And I'd like to give that option a Flat Anon at Discord right now. I hope it catches on to physical meetings and carries on into the 12-step community. I believe Flat Earth Anonymous could serve a function for newbies. I also believe it could serve a function for people that think we need reform, that we need to get our shit together. I think we could go there and pretend that we're getting well again. Or whatever they do at Alcoholics Anonymous. I do hope that there's versions and factions of 12-step that attach to this, that there are maybe alcoholics that are flat earthers that might take on the flat earth type meeting in their 12-step program. I'm not big on 12-step program myself, and I don't understand my entire relationship with God. I realize as a flat earther that I'm a shallow flat earther because I'm not addressing the creator. Shout out to Rick Hummer, who wants me to read the Bible very badly. And I'd like to understand it, and I'd like to understand the difference between history and parable. I'd like to show that flat earthers are not stupid, anti-scientific, or religious. Yes, there are some religious flat earthers, but flat earth is not a religion. Flat Earth Hollywood's been a way to show our face. It's somewhat a way to have it be cool um, when it's not that cool everywhere. And Flat Earth can be fun. I mean, I'm just gonna say it. Flat Earth can be fun. Um, let's see if I can kick on a camera for you, maybe. That would be exciting. So, pulling into Hollywood now, you can see homeless, like crazy. I mean, just if you want to freak out. Welcome to Hollywood. That's real deal California these days. People living in the street live right there. That's it. There's your Hollywood. The glitz, the glamour, the beauty. Well, this is behind the stage, obviously. And this is what you're going to find in the real world of Hollywood.